I am Luciana Hartwin. Welcome to the Lilith Verse. As always, if you find value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. In the shimmer of starlit skies and the gentle waves of the sea, there is a goddess whose name lingers on the lips of lovers, poets, and artists alike. Aphrodite, the embodiment of beauty, desire, and the sweet, intoxicating pull of love. But like all things that seem bright, her light casts long shadows. Tonight, we journey into those shadows, peeling away the layers of the goddess whose love can burn as fiercely as it soothes. Aphrodite, the goddess of love, but also of lust, of loss, of pain, and of transformation. You see, we often picture Aphrodite as the pure, radiant force of romantic passion, an ethereal beauty emerging from the sea foam, delicate, untouched, timeless. Yet there's more to her than meets the eye. Aphrodite's power comes not only from what she gives, but from what she takes. The love she inspires is no simple sentiment, no sweet promise of fairy tale endings. No, her love is primal, uncontrollable, sometimes destructive, and often, as in the case of her involvement in the Trojan War, it leaves a path of ruin in its wake. Born from the sea foam after Uranus, the sky god, was castrated by his son Cronus, Aphrodite's origin is already steeped in violence. The story of her birth is both beautiful and unsettling. But how could something so perfect, so divine, emerge from the chaos and bloodshed of the heavens? Aphrodite's connection to the sea, the realm of the unknown, the liminal space where life and death meet, suggests that her love is not simply the soft warmth of affection, but something far more complex. This is where we see the dark side of Aphrodite. Her power lies in desire, not just the love between souls, but the desperate, often destructive need to possess, to claim, to control. Her beauty is a weapon, and she uses it freely. Love, as she knows it, is not always gentle. It is as sharp as a dagger, capable of piercing hearts and unraveling lives. Think of her role in the Trojan War, where the beauty contest between the goddesses led to a conflict that killed thousands. Her favor was given to Paris, a mortal prince, and from that act of love, countless lives were lost. Kingdoms shattered, and the world tilted on its axis. So what does that tell us about Aphrodite? Perhaps that love, in all its glory, is never without its darker edges. Aphrodite, with all her elegance and allure, is a goddess whose love is untamed. It is not the love we often dream of, but the love that can break us. It is the love of the forbidden, the love of passion that sweeps us into its tide and leaves us gasping for air. And in this, she shares an uncanny resemblance to the goddess Lilith, the dark figure we have come to know as this channel's central muse. Lilith, too, is a goddess of independence, of power. She does not submit, does not bend to the will of others. Lilith, like Aphrodite, stands as a figure of both seduction and destruction. She embodies the love of freedom, the kind of love that burns with fierce autonomy, rejecting the constraints imposed by others, especially men. Aphrodite, however, is not exactly like Lilith. While both goddesses wield love as a transformative power, Aphrodite is rooted in the complex weave of desire. that deep, uncontrollable need to possess or be possessed. Aphrodite, though fierce in her own way, is often more a symbol of romantic and sexual love, the kind that entices and ensnares. Whereas Lilith stands in the darkness, an embodiment of a raw, untamed love that rejects the very idea of submission. Aphrodite's love can create kingdoms or destroy them. But Lilith's love is one that builds only upon the foundation of personal sovereignty. Aphrodite is the goddess of the love we seek from others, while Lilith is the goddess of the love we must first find within ourselves. But what if the dark aspects of Aphrodite's love were to be embraced? What if we dared to seek her love, not as a mere object of beauty and affection, but as a force that challenges us, that pulls us into the depths of our own desires, forcing us to confront the parts of ourselves we've hidden away? Aphrodite's love, when unchained, could be a love that redefines us, a love that compels us to shed our illusions, to face the shadows within our own hearts. It is a love that does not shy away from pain or chaos, but instead uses those as catalysts for transformation. But how do you know if Aphrodite is calling you? How can you recognize her presence, her influence, when she reaches out from the depths of the sea or from the edges of your dreams? You might begin to feel a sense of magnetic pull toward beauty in all its forms. The natural world, art, music, the human body. It's as if the very things you once took for granted are now glowing with deeper significance. Her presence may come to you in moments of intense desire, where your heart races with passion, but also with fear. Perhaps you find yourself drawn to the stories of love and loss, where the boundaries between creation and destruction blur. Aphrodite calls to those who seek to understand the depths of their own desires, to explore love in its raw, undefined state. Another sign Aphrodite may be calling you is a sudden longing for freedom. Not the kind of freedom that comes from external circumstances, but an inner liberation. You may start feeling the pull toward expressing yourself through your sexuality, through creativity, or through the bold reclamation of your own identity. Her call is often subtle, but unmistakable when you know how to listen. It is a whisper in your heart, urging you to embrace the parts of yourself you have hidden, to let your passion run wild, to step into your own power unapologetically. Building a relationship with Aphrodite is not about seeking a perfect fairy tale love. No, it is about surrendering to the deep, transformative power of desire, allowing her to teach you how to love yourself first, and then others, without restraint, without shame. Start by acknowledging your own desires. What is it that you long for, not just on the surface, but beneath it? What drives you? Aphrodite thrives in the realm of personal expression, so honoring your creative self is a powerful way to invite her in. Let your art, your poetry, your voice become an offering. Stand before her in the mirror, naked not just in body, but in soul, and ask for her guidance. You can also call upon Aphrodite in the quiet moments of your day. Light a candle, bathe in the soft glow of a rose-colored light, or walk near the ocean. Aphrodite is found in the water's edge, where the world feels liminal, caught between worlds. Meditate on your own desires. Explore the complexity of your relationships, and let her help you heal through embracing your imperfections. Lastly, embrace both sides of Aphrodite's nature. Don't shy away from the darkness of desire, the jealousy, the intensity, the transformative power of love that can break and remake. Let her show you how love can be both beautiful and terrifying, how it can lead you into the abyss and pull you out again, renewed. So the next time you call upon Aphrodite, don't just seek the softness of her beauty or the warmth of her embrace. Seek the full spectrum of her power. Embrace the darkness that lies within her love and let it challenge you. For in that darkness, you may find a truth more powerful than anything light can offer. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the shadows of Aphrodite's love. Remember, true love is often found where we least expect it, in the depths, in the darkness, in the places that make us truly free. If you found value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Luciana Hartwin. Thank you for joining me today here in the Lilith Verse.